For the longest time, whenever we wanted to find something out, what did we do? We went to a search engine and scrolled through a ton of blue links, right? Well, that whole era, it's pretty much over. Now, we're just getting answers, straight up, from AI. And that's a huge, huge shift. It makes you wonder, where is all this information actually coming from?
And that really is the million-dollar question in this new AI world, isn't it? I mean, if AI is going to be the new oracle for everything, where does it get its wisdom? Where are the facts coming from? The opinions? The product recommendations? We've got to know. So to figure that out, we've got to find a way to pop the hood on these AI engines, right? We need to see what's going on inside and track exactly which websites they're pointing to. And lucky for us, a new report actually gives us the tools to do just that for the very first time. Okay, so here's the key. It's called the AI Citation Index. And what it does is pretty simple but powerful. It watches the big players. We're talking Perplexity, Gemini, and ChatGPT. And it logs which websites they lean on the most when they spit out an answer. And look, if you're a publisher, a creator, a business, honestly, anyone with a website, understanding this isn't just nice to have anymore. It's absolutely crucial if you want to be seen online. All right, so with this index in hand, we can finally start to connect the dots. Let's start with the big picture, the 30,000-foot view. We're going to look specifically at Indian domains here. So, who are the big winners? Which websites has AI decided to trust the most overall? And boom, here we go. This is the top 15. And what's really interesting right off the bat is the mix. It's fascinating. You've got the huge media players like IndiaTimes.com, totally expected, but look what's right up there with them. Reddit, a community forum, and of course, the king of references, Wikipedia. So it's pretty clear it's not just one kind of source that's winning this game. And that mix, that's really our first huge insight here. AI isn't just listening to one type of voice. It's building this, mosaic of information. It's grabbing a piece from a big publisher, another piece from a Reddit thread, some foundational knowledge from Wikipedia, and hey, even a video from YouTube. It's showing us that authority in the eyes of AI can come from a lot of different places. But here's where it gets really interesting. That trust isn't the same everywhere, not at all. Think about it. The websites an AI trusts to give you medical advice are probably going to be way different from the ones it uses to recommend a new pair of headphones, right? So let's dive into some specific industries and see how this all changes. Let's start with healthcare. I mean, this makes perfect sense. The AI engines are super consistent here. They are almost exclusively citing websites that are specialized, expert-driven publishers. This tells you that when the stakes are high, like with your health, the AI is basically programmed to play it safe and go with the proven authoritative sources. There's just no room for error. Okay, now let's do a complete 180 and look at e-commerce. It's like a totally different world. The second you start asking about products, the trusted sources just flip. All of a sudden, YouTube and Reddit jump right to the top of the list. And what does that tell us? It says that when it comes to buying stuff, AI values what real people are saying, user opinions, reviews, and actually seeing the product in a video, way more than some official institutional site. So after digging through all this data, you start to see some clear patterns, some rules of the road, if you will. We've basically boiled it down to 4 golden rules. This is pretty much the playbook for what it takes for AI to trust you in this new era. Let's break them down. Okay, rule number 1 is simple. The big publishers still dominate. Don't count them out. When you look across pretty much every category, these traditional sites with real editorial standards, they're still the most cited source, period. It just goes to show you, in the world of AI, well-edited, quality content is still king. Takeaway number 2. When we're talking about buying things, local matters. A lot. For any questions about products or services here in India, the AI engines go straight to the local marketplaces. We're talking Just Dial, Amazon India, Flipkart. Why? Because they're seen as the go-to source for, okay, where can I actually buy this thing? All right, number 3 probably won't shock you, but the sheer consistency of it is wow. It's Wikipedia. It gets cited a ton in every single industry we looked at. It's not just another source on the list, it's more like the bedrock, the foundational layer of knowledge that the AI builds almost everything else on top of.
And that brings us to our 4th and final rule. Video is a rising star. Do not underestimate it. YouTube pops up constantly as a top source, especially when you're talking about tutorials, product reviews, or how-tos for software. And that's a massive clue, right? It tells us AI is smart enough to know that sometimes the best answer isn't a wall of text, it's actually seeing something happen. So there you have it.
Those 4 rules give us a really solid map of how AI sees the world today. But we all know this whole space is changing at lightning speed. So we've got to look ahead, right? We have to ask ourselves, what is the future of content? The future of who we trust even look like? And that's the big question I really want to leave you with. As these AI models get smarter and smarter, are they going to learn to find and promote brand new, super niche experts that we've never heard of? Or are they just going to double down and solidify the power of the giants who are already on top? The answer to that question is going to write the next chapter of how we find anything online.